the, not quite up to par. Oh, great. Manali! Good morning, guys. Today is Monday, June 27th, and it's my last, well, mostly full day of pet sitting. My aunt and uncle come back today, and I will be very happy to see them. And I'm probably not going to be getting home until sometime tomorrow, but I've had a very good time. The dogs have gotten along. I think Manali is feeling kind of down and kind of left out because she's so used to being the only dog vying for my attention. But, you know, no fights, and she's been very patient with little Einstein. And Einstein, once he gets to know you, he's a cuddler, aren't you, buddy? He just jumps up in my lap sometimes for no reason. Yesterday, I know my vlog ended sort of abruptly, but I ended up watching 3 different movies the other day, or was it 4? It was 4, roughly 4 movies. I tried to give a movie review, but apparently that file got corrupted, so I lost it. Anyway, the 3 movies I watched were Secretariat, Fireproof, God's Not Dead, and about 75% of The Princess Bride. And let me explain 75% of it. First movie, Secretariat, excellent. Of course, I'm horse crazy anyway, but I absolutely loved it. It was clean, there was no language, no skin, and just a great story about an amazing horse. It got pretty exciting actually during the horse racing thing. Now, I'm not into horse racing. I prefer just horses either as pets or trail riding or something simple like that. And I don't like the way a lot of investors treat them like investments or pieces of property. So I would give that one a 5 out of 5. The next one is an older Christian movie called Fireproof, starring Kirk Cameron. Now, granted, the acting was not entirely up to snuff, but the cinematography in particular was very impressive, especially for a low-budget production, for an independent production anyway. And the story was great, and even though the end solution of the firefighter for helping to clean up his mind was to destroy his computer, I would call that a little bit extreme. But you know what? If it's a stumbling block and you need to get rid of it, then good for him. I would give it a 4 out of 5, taking 1 star away only for the acting. But like I said, story, cinematography, very impressed. And it was a real nail biter at one point when he got the little girl out of the burning building. It was very, very, very good. Just as good as Courageous and War Room, the Kendrick Brothers' other movie. God's Not Dead, featuring the Newsboys. Love the song, absolutely loved the movie. Oh, I absolutely adored the movie. Some people said it might have been unrealistic, but that sort of thing has happened where students have refused to do something because of their faith and they've been persecuted or singled out for it. Some of the cases have gone to court, so it's not like this has never happened. And as a Christian myself, I felt like I could really connect with a story like that, and I honestly wish I had that much courage to talk about my faith in public, but I end up getting tongue-tied, so that's something I can strive toward, although I don't think I would personally go up in front of a university class. I'd probably just listen to the guy who suggested I take a different teacher. The Princess Bride, let me do some explaining. I've seen it once in my life. Is that shocking? I know it's a cult favorite, but I've only seen it once, and that was when it was on TV. That being said, started at about 8, at about 9:30, I was dozing off, just sort of, and fell asleep somewhere. Anyway, I fell asleep before Inigo Montoya confronted the guy who killed his father, and I'm kind of disappointed with that. I may try again to watch that specific part today because I love the sword fighting. That being said, the stunts and the costumes are fun. I like the story, and the acting is not actually bad. The bad thing is the cheapo props and specifically the rodents of unusual size. Yeah. Other than the parts I found ridiculous, it seems pretty funny. I can't fairly score it until I've watched the rest of it, but after I watch the rest of it, if I do, I'm sorry. It's just not my cup of tea. I prefer the serious fantasies like Lord of the Rings and Chronicles of Narnia. Anyway, I'm going to try and finally do a Star Wars vlog today if I can get this guy off my lap. Yeah, he's taking it up. I think he's taking a permanent residence in my lap. Poor Manali, she's on the floor. I will come back if there's anything interesting to report, but know that I am not going to watch any more movies today. I'm on movie burnout, so yeah. One thing I do need to do is focus on getting this house as clean as I possibly can because, like I said, my aunt and uncle are coming back today. Okay, so after getting caught up on the dishes and starting my laundry and filming and uploading the videos for the last couple of days, I'm stumped. I'm movied out and did a little bit of practice on this thing, but I don't want to do too much of it at the risk of hurting these little guys' ears. Einstein, here, I'm trying to get Einstein to do it. Einstein. Einstein, can you sit up? Hey guys, so I'm not having a very good evening. The house got all smoky because I burned both my oven home fries and my chicken, and now I've got two very, very gritty pans to wash. Thankfully, I know how to do it, but I have no idea when my aunt and uncle are going to be home. I may end up picking up The Hobbit or doing a bunch of Star Wars stuff. Okay, so no idea. I got a message from my aunt and uncle. They are on their way home. Thankfully, the house is clean, or at least relatively clean. They'll probably be back in about, what, 45 minutes or an hour, something like that. Anyway, personally, I would happily stay here another day, even with a cramped house, because I'm used to cramped spaces. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not terribly eager to go home. Until next time, this is the Clumsy Jedi signing off. Bye, guys.